What's up, YouTube? It's your girl CapCut. I am back with another video today. So this video has been long overdue. I'm trying to think when I last recorded a video. I haven't recorded a video since my intro video, and also before that it was like a vlog. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been since 2021.
Damn.
But today's video we are doing a update, life update, very much talking about my college experience at a HBCU. Just giving y'all how I've been mentally and all that, dealing with the HBCU and pros and cons and how it is at my HBCU and my experience, and if you're an introvert and a little extrovert, how it kind of, don't mind people say, how it kind of is for us, and also just like how my college is. Everybody's college is different, especially if you go to HBCUs, different HBCUs all over the United States. So I attend the, how did you say it? The illustrious Norfolk State University. It is a HBCU in Norfolk, Virginia, and that is the airport, people. I stay in the Spartan Suites. This has been my first year on campus. I am a transfer student. So backstory, I went to do I want to tell y'all my business? I don't know if I'm gonna tell y'all my business. So I went to J. Sargent Reynolds Community College first, and then for two and a half years, because I kind of did an extra semester because they really had me taking classes that it shouldn't even been taken. Anyways, I attended there for my freshman and sophomore year, and then I transferred here to Norfolk State, where I was a sophomore going to a junior, basically, because I had like 1 or 2 credits where it's like, oh, you still consider a sophomore. Then after that they was like, okay, now you consider a junior. Anyways, right now I'm a junior, finna be a senior. I really don't got that much time. I think I'll be graduating like December of this year, or either like May of next year. I don't want to graduate May next year because I'm technically supposed to be a class of 2022, and I want to be a class of 2022. I want to be a class of 2023. But I mean, at the end of the day, when you graduate, you graduate. So yeah, I came here fall 2021. This has been my first year on campus and my last year on campus, because unfortunately campus life isn't for me, and we will get into why it's not. Norfolk State wasn't my first choice. A lot of people that attend HBCUs or attend their HBCU now, it probably wasn't their first choice, or probably wasn't where they thought they was gonna go. So I wanted to attend Clark Atlanta, Spelman, or Old Dominion University. If you don't know where Clark Atlanta Spelman at, that's in Atlanta, and Old Dominion is in Norfolk, but it's not that. It's a PWI. Clark Atlanta and Spelman was HBCUs, and Norfolk State was like low-key at the bottom of my list. I really didn't even look into it. I didn't really care for it. I mean, not saying it was the worst school, it just wasn't caught my attention. But by the time it was time for me to transfer, I'm still in Virginia, and out of state tuition for other schools were too much. So I'm like, okay, where am I going to go? So we got Virginia only got, how many HBCUs? 2, 3? I'm not sure how many HBCUs Virginia got, now that I think about it. Let me tell y'all the tea. I'm gonna try to spill as much tea as I can. So right now I stay at Spartan Suites. The Spartans, it's not that bad. It is not that bad, but I would recommend people going to the new dorms if you can. I never stayed in the freshman dorm, so I don't know what the freshman dorms are giving, but I heard there are a lot of issues with the freshman dorms. I don't know if the school can sue me if I say certain stuff, so I mean, it's my mind, so I should speak with how I want to speak, like freedom of speech. But if you want me to go more into the detail, DM me on Instagram. I'll let you know all, you know. But personally right now, I stayed on campus at the Spartan Suites. The only thing, okay, so the cons about the Spartan Suites is parking. The parking is terrible. Like, if you have a car on campus and you stay in the Spartan Suites, you will know parking in the parking lot of the Spartan Suites is like really the ghetto, and it's like, it's to the point like people don't even park. Like, people, we got like a little roundabout section between Spartan Suites and new dorms, and people be parking in the roundabout section, and then just like, it's not even that many people that stay in the Spartan Suites, but it seems like it's like the whole campus stay here, and it's really the ghetto. And when I say Spartan Suites is the ghetto, it's the ghetto. I'm not gonna lie, I think we had a couple of shootings here. They, luckily nobody was hurt. It's some other tea about the Spartan Suites that I do not want to disclose because it's too graphic. But if you want to know, DM me on Instagram again, I will tell you. Another thing I don't like is like, it's a lot of problems here with like how the building is. The elevator is always down, but it's an HBCU. Like, it wouldn't be an HBCU with the elevator not down, but the elevator is mostly down a lot. Maintenance is kind of slow. It's a lot of problems they gotta fix, like with the water, the toilet always messing up and not flushing, so you gotta call them for that. And some dorms have certain stuff in there that they need to get straight in, but they haven't yet. I feel like the whole thing needs to be torn down. They need to fix it. Taking showers is kind of like jail showers mostly. Some days it be hot, some days it be medium, some days it be straight cold. It just depends. Most of the time I try to take my shower early in the morning or between like 10 and 11 a.m. That's when I know people are like in class. Or I try to take them late at night. I think certain the dorms get certain amount of gallons of water a day, so you gotta be cautious on how much hot water you use. And I feel like since I came here after COVID, the suites don't really do too much. Like, I used to hear like suites used to have a lot of like the people used to do a lot for the suites, but it's not giving it this semester. But that's all I can say. The suites is really the ghetto, and I wouldn't recommend it. It's not all that. I low-key wanted to move in a freshman dorm. I mean, not freshman. I low-key wanted to move in the new residential dorms, because the only thing about the suites is, the only thing I will say about the suites, like the suites, you do get a kitchen, a living room, and you get your own separate rooms, and you and your suite mates, which is typically 4 or 3, will share the bathrooms, and usually 2 bathrooms for suite mates. The kitchen is cool. I mean, you have your own space and stuff. I feel like the suite you kind of get away with more, especially like with visitors and stuff. But other than that, I wouldn't say too much on living. I just feel like a lot of HBCUs could do more with student living, especially how much we be paying, because staying in a suite, I think it's like $10,000 $5,000 per semester, so in total like $10,000 some dollars a year. So I just feel like it's a little more could be done, a little upgrading, but they working on it. I just be like, where's the money going? Because I'll be like, y'all need to get these suites together. And I heard the freshman dorms is a little trifling, so if you're a freshman, I do not fully know, but I can tell you it's a little trifling, and it's some stuff they need to get. I think recently we low-key had like a fire in the freshman dorms, and it's a little ghetto-ness going on with communication, them getting folks stuff together and like being professional. But like I said, I don't want to go too deep into it where they coming at me, so you can DM me on Instagram if you want to know the full tea. Okay. On campus, I am a introvert, so being an introvert, you tend to stay in your dorm most of the time, and you tend to not go out like that. You tend to have difficulties making friends. Personally, I haven't made no friends on campus. Me and my roommates are cool or whatever, but I don't really go out like that. I'm very much a homebody. I very much class, go to the Cal every now and then, might go to a couple functions every now and then, but really be in my dorm. I don't like people like that. Especially people I don't know. And some people on this campus is weird. And as a female on campus, I would recommend you having a taser. Just because you at HBCU doesn't mean you can't get harassed, child. You know how it is. But luckily I haven't dealt with none of that, but I still be precautious, especially walking on campus at nighttime. Be careful, watch your surroundings. Everybody can really come on campus if they want to, because child, it be some suspicious stuff happening on campus, but I'm not gonna go too far into that. But most likely I feel safe, but at nighttime is really like kind of feel unsafe because a lot of stuff can happen, and then like the campus isn't gated up, it's like low-key open, so it's just like low-key anybody can walk on campus. I mean, they can't get in the buildings, but like on campus just like, well, except for like the buildings that be open, but like, you know, so it's just kind of be weird like that. And also like we're like it's a big campus, but we low-key like surrounded by neighborhoods, so it's like people be walking at nighttime and people be out in the middle of the road. It be shootings down the street sometime, girl. It's just a whole lot of okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think people talk about being an introvert in college because I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, I want to go out, but it's like if it's too many people that I don't know, I low-key got social anxiety. And like, I don't know, some of the stuff I just be over with, like parties. It's like, okay, if I go to a party or two, cool, let's have fun, but it's like every weekend or every party, it's like, girl, I'm tired, I'm over it, like it's done, like, you know. Especially if it's the same thing, because a lot of times the campus kind of do the same thing. Like, we always have like a silent party, you know, a little football scavenger hunt, something, or like, I don't know, it's not a lot of different stuff that be happening on campus. Off campus, of course, there's different stuff happening, different type of things, but on campus, not too much. It's kind of dead, low-key. I mean, unless you know the right people, which I don't, so yeah. And I feel like coming on campus, I would tell people, try to join as many organizations as you can, or like clubs that you can. I didn't, unfortunately, because like I've been like, when I got here, I feel like I didn't have nobody to guide me. I mean, I'm a grown woman, so I could have guided myself, but I'm just saying, like, nothing caught my attention. It wasn't a lot of, you know, and I didn't have friends here, so I kind of felt like a loner, and like also just like very much by myself. So it's like, that's why I darn near tried to stay in my room, but I went out every now and then. But it was just like, you know, I don't got the people out, you know, mess with here, like, you know, my friends back home and all that. I don't got them here with me, so it's kind of like I'm not used to these people, and like a lot of these folks weird and like messy and flip-flopping and wishy-washy, and I don't be having time for that. Like, we too old to be in that drama stuff. Like, we in college, they don't play that. They don't play that fighting stuff, all that. Baby, you'll get expelled. This not high school, okay? It just, I don't know. I just feel like I didn't get the best college experience, so that's why I'm talking about my experience, so y'all can learn from my mistakes. Like, I wish I would have joined clubs. I wish I would have joined organizations. I wish that I gave it more so a chance, but I was so over it my first semester to the point I did not want to be on campus no more. Like, I'm talking about like bawling, crying in my room, very much depressed, very much over everything, very much sad all the time. Like, I did not want to be here. Like, I really wanted to get my stuff and move. And don't let me get you on moving day. I think I told y'all that in my last video. Moving day was the ghetto. But we're not even going to speak on it. On campus food, you don't have many options. You do not have many options. The only thing is on campus is we got a Starbucks. It's not really Starbucks. Tropical smoothie. It's not really tropical smoothie. I mean, it's tropical smoothie, but the smoothies don't be giving what it's supposed to give. Chick-fil-A, the Calf, West Dining, then you got Okay, so I low-key had my camera died, so I don't know what I was even talking about. I think I was calling my campus dining, but sorry y'all, I gotta fix my hair. So low-key, you don't have too many places to eat on campus. It's really don't be given. That's another thing why I'm low-key grateful that I stay in certain suites, because really, with me having my own kitchen, I could fix my own meals. You know, if you want, you know, I think like I can alternate between eating on campus to cooking my own food and a thing. But not too many places to eat on campus. Like I was saying, Chick-fil-A, Tropical Smoothie, West Dining, where they have like fried soul food, fried chicken Thursdays, I think fish fry Fridays. I'm not sure. I don't go there too much. I didn't like campus. I didn't like the dining hall for real, for real. I mean, it's cool or whatever when you can, but it's like, girl, I'm starving. We got like this hibachi place. It's alright. Then you got 300, which is like a bodega, like.
Put on my jewelry just to go to the bodega, and I keep it with me just so that I'm feeling safe.
But they just sell snacks in there. It used to be like food, like wings, but they stopped doing that. So yeah, that's your options. Then you can go off campus. You got off campus that's not too far. Like if you go to North Military Highway, you got Chipotle, Hooters, IHOP, Waffle House, Cookout, you know. So you just gotta alternate. Okay, so basically, let me get to this. So being a transfer student, I feel like it's more difficult because I feel like when I got here, that's why I feel like my experience wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Like, cause honestly, how my experience is, I do not want to come back on campus. That's why I'm not coming back on campus. I'm gonna finish my little senior year up online. But with being a transfer student, so on my transfer student, with being a transfer student, transferring to a school, it's gonna be difficult for you, because I feel like you didn't go in there with all the freshmen, so you couldn't get that freshman experience. I think the freshman year of college is supposed to be your best year of college, because you just get in there, experience things, find out what you like, what you don't like, all that. So with me coming in junior year, basically, it's like everybody came in with a class. Everybody done met their friends. They done met this. They done met this. They done got cool with these teachers and da. So it's like you being the brand new face on campus versus like, oh no, you're a part of all the freshmen. Like, no, you transfer student. Oh, what school you came from? Then it's like, oh, you came from community college. People don't really care. So it's kind of like, it's really hard to make friends being a transfer student. Like, I personally feel like at this college, I don't fit in. I feel like I don't fit in, even though it's a HBCU. You know, we got our people here. Some of these people should be here, because I wouldn't say shouldn't be here, but I just be like, another person of color could have had that spot, but we're not gonna get on that. But I feel like I don't belong here. I think because this wasn't the school that I really decided I really want to go. I didn't fall in love with this school. And I feel like with me being here and not feeling it, and also with COVID being the whole thing, and a lot of stuff on campus wasn't happening because COVID was still going around, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I low-key don't belong here. I feel like this wasn't the school for me. And I wish I would have won the arm and the limb to go to Clark Atlanta or Spelman, because them be my top schools for like my whole life. So it's like I did have the opportunity to. I didn't apply for Spelman, but I applied for Clark Atlanta. So I had the opportunity to go, but it's like I couldn't because there was like out-of-state tuition. But I feel like being a transfer student is so hard, and I just feel like just be more. I feel like my advice to anybody that's a transfer student: be more outgoing. Even if you're like me, an introvert, I wish I would have had somebody to push me, but I didn't have people surrounded pushing me. Like, come on, girl, let's go out. You know, my roommates invite me every now and then, but they not very pushy. And like, you know, I had my friend Kalisha and Quadeja. Quadeja go to Old Dominion, and Kalisha goes here, but Kalisha is a commuter student. Like, she drive on and off campus. No, I just feel like I could have did more to have a better experience, but I just end up not having a good experience on campus to the point I don't want to stay here. So I just feel like join organizations, join clubs, find your own little group. It's gonna be hard being a transfer student, but I feel like anybody could make it. I feel like I could make it, but it's like I had my mindset up, so I was just like, no ma'am, no ma'am, forget this. I don't want to be on campus. I'm done with it. I'm over it. So I didn't have the best college experience. So with me going from community college to transferring to one of the top HBCUs to not liking it to me don't want to be on campus no more, finish it up online, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, from internships to opportunities to meet people to just a experience that I unfortunately won't get to experience, because mind you, freshman sophomore year at a community college, because I couldn't afford, I still barely can afford staying at HBCU. No tea, no shade. They did help me with financial aid. Financial aid didn't give me no money, no scholarships, no nothing. To that, to transferring, to not liking my first year here, to like me finishing up my last year, to being like finishing up my last year online. So another thing I will say about attending Norfolk State University, financial aid, you're going to have to stay on their butts. You're going to have to make sure everything, especially your transfer, make sure all your credits have transferred over, because they tried to play me with my credits. They tried to make it seem like I was a freshman in the system and then transfer none of my credits. So make sure your credits transfer over, even if they said they did. Make sure they did. Make sure they got you classified as the right, junior, make sure they classify you right. Make sure all your documents are transferred over. Make sure financial aid is cleared and through. Make sure they got all your financial aid information. Just make sure you stay on top of things, and I recommend, like, whoever you talk to, make sure you write their name down, and make sure you got, like, okay, I talked to this person, they said this, because a lot of people have miscommunication here. And I just be like, how y'all got the top mass communication program but have miscommunications? I am a mass comm major, so I will say being a mass comm major is pretty fun, especially getting into like TV production and all that. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's learnable, and you just have fun with it. But it is kind of, the mass comm program is a little like iffy right now, because they don't have too many teachers. Like, everybody's kind of leaving, so that's another thing. Like, I'm not even really enjoying my mass comm stuff, because like all the teachers are leaving. So yeah, when you come here, I got in group chats. I got into group chats and all this on that. Don't expect you and these group chat people to be for the whole year. Like, y'all gonna end up having a falling out. If not, y'all some solid people. But a lot of these people they ain't solid. Watch out for these dudes. Be safe. Watch out for these dudes. Be safe. Have safe sex. Practice that, please. Please, all my women, my young women, my freshmen coming in. I was a junior coming in. I had to make sure to protect yourself. Don't trust these dudes. Another thing I would say is keep up with your work. Have, at the beginning of the semester, they give you your whole boom, 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 boom. Make sure you have all that down. Make sure you keep up with everything. Don't get backtracked, because baby, I ain't gonna lie, I procrastinated a couple of assignments and I'm still paying for it. Stay on track of things, stay on top of things. Push your schoolwork. I would say put yourself first, then put your schoolwork, and then social life. Well, balance schoolwork and social life, because you need to have a social life, but also you need to make sure your schoolwork, because baby, at the end of the day, it's like, what you here for? You wasting folks' time. Like, you could have graduated 5 years ago, but here you are playing. Overall, I would say my experience was okay. It wasn't the best, but for me, I feel like I had a bad experience. It's just a lot that I didn't go in details with, just like from having mental breakdowns to being depressed to not having friends to feeling like I don't belong here and feel like I made a mistake, feel like dropping out, feel like F school, I don't want to do this no more, I'm done, I'm over it, to like me really just wanting to pack all my stuff and leaving. I just didn't like it here. But I will not say Norfolk State is a bad school. I will say, depending on you as a person, it might not be the school for you. It might be the school for you. I will say always try it out. Actually, if you're a freshman coming in, you can come in for your freshman year, sophomore year, or whatever, and then transfer if you don't like it no more. Or for me, I feel like I was unfortunate because I'm here and it's finna be my senior year. It's like, it's no point in me transferring anywhere else because it's like, I'm barely gonna be there. So I just feel like I didn't choose the right school. I wouldn't say Norfolk State was bad, but it just wasn't for me. It was just a lot. It was more so a lot mentally on me, and I just didn't mentally feel good here. But anyway, that's basically it for this video. If you want to hear more about my experience on any other questions, comment down below. I'll probably do like a Q&A if y'all want me to. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell your friend and tell a friend, and come back to watch more videos and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.